Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to another Warframe video, and today I want to talk about farming the new Thumpers in the plains of Eidolon. Now, why would you want to farm these Thumpers? Well, because they drop a lot of stuff. They drop a ton of plains of Eidolon resources, even things you can only get by mining and fishing. You can get that from the Thumpers. They drop some set mods, and two of the variants of the Thumper also drop the Gerudo blueprint. Speaking of which, the three different variants of the Thumper, that being the Tusk, Bull and Doma, are based purely on the level of the plane. So if you just go into the plains, you will see Tusk Thumpers, but if you pick up the highest level bounty first, the plains are going to be much higher level and you will start seeing the Doma as well as the Bull Thumper, which is very beneficial because their drops are just much better than of the standard Tusk Thumper. Now, farming these Thumpers is actually a lot easier than farming most other things in this game, because one thing that I found out while I was doing a bunch of testing with these fellas is that they are not a regular spawn, they're a random encounter. And the difference there is that while normal enemies can kind of spawn wherever, though they do tend to spawn near bases more often than not, these Thumpers on the other hand, and not just these Thumpers by the way, will spawn in predetermined areas. So if you were to get yourself a map, like this one, which is the one I made, the X's, of course, mark the areas with the random encounters. You can very easily plan a route for yourself and then just fly up and down this route with an Archwing until you get a Thumper. Now, for the route that I chose, and the one that has been working extremely well for me, you go directly left from Cetus, you fly through the geyser pool, and you approach the first random encounter area, which is the area next to this pond. Then you're gonna fly over the hill and into the Grenier base, which is another random encounter area, so have a look around and maybe you will find yourself a Thumper. If not, however, you will turn around and fly directly to the nearest Cetus tent, which is right over the hill. Now behind this tent is a path, and you're gonna follow it exactly as you see in this video. So first you will turn left, go around this lake, go down the path, all the way to the end. Then you will go straight, do not turn right. You will fly through this Grenier base all the way to these trees. Once you're here, you will turn right and fly to that tower right there. And that is the final random encounter area on this route. Once you're here, have a look around because once again, this is a random encounter area, so you might get a Thumper, but if not, simply fly back and take the exact same route. So we're going to fly back down to the trees, we're going to go around the Cetus tent and turn left to once again follow the road. So we'll go past the Grenier base, then we will turn right, which will lead us back down to the lake. We will go around the lake once again. Here, by the way, you flew past like 3 random encounter areas. Then we will once again turn right towards the Cetus tent, and at the Cetus tent we will turn left to check this random encounter area across the other lake. And then we will do it again, because while you might think, well, we didn't find the Thumper, so that's a bust. But that's not how it works. The way these random encounter areas work, as far as I know, is that one of 4 things can happen. Nothing, which happens more often than not. Borrowed ghouls, so you will actually have Heck pop in and be like, blah, 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 blah. Dargans, which you can see right here. These weren't here before, they just randomly spawned in. Or you will get a Thumper. So if you just fly up and down this route over and over and over again, you are basically guaranteed to get a Thumper eventually. Sometimes you will get unlucky and you will do 2 or 3 passes without any Thumpers, and other times you will get extremely lucky and find a Thumper in every single one of these encounter areas, which did actually happen to me once, and I was just gobsmacked because I could like 5 Thumpers in 7 minutes. Now, the reason why I chose this clip in particular isn't just random, I didn't put it here just to waste time, is to show you that I'm not making up bollocks and this is actually the way it works. Because we went from Cetus and we did a first pass of the route and nothing happened. So we did a second pass going back down and nothing happened. Then we did a third pass and we found a bunch of Dargin and their pilots which weren't there before. And now on the 4th pass on our way back down, guess what's there instead of the Dargin that we saw on the 3rd pass? A Thumper. And the Dargin are nowhere to be found, and that's because they despawned when we flew far enough away, and on our way back the game decided, you know what, I'm just gonna spawn a Thumper right here. So there it is. And another reason for this clip is to also show you that you cannot steal loot from the Thumpers. You can, however, desecrate them, even though it might be somewhat hard to see. And that's it, that's all you need to know about farming the new Thumpers in the plains of Eidolon. Just fly up and down the path that I've shown you, and you will get as many Thumpers as you want. And as always, I thank you very much for watching, I hope you've enjoyed the video and it was helpful, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!